thought Reagan's was probably one of the best, if not one of the best starts we've seen. Gets us all year. And hopefully we can get some runs early. I think that's always kind of relaxes the nerves a little bit and get guys not depressed, and hopefully we can score some runs, and get a lead early.
On the far end, Jake.
I understand the decision yesterday to have McCann start behind the plate. You guys like what he does there defensively, and it really came through when Burns was throwing. But how did Adley respond to that decision? It was just kind of notable to see the franchise catcher not behind the plate in Game 1 of a playoff series. I'm curious how he kind of took that news. Yeah,
he took it fine. Mac had caught Burns' last few starts, and with the lefty on the mound against us, Adley like it was nothing.
Fifth row in the right center.
Brandon, it's probably days like this where you rely on your leaders in the clubhouse to be like an extension of you in there. Who are those guys that you depend on to be the leaders of that group?
Well, I think we have a really good collective group of guys. Guys that have been here for a while, the 5 or 6 years that I've been here, as well as Mac's been in the big leagues for 10 plus years. But guys like Santander and Said, those are guys that have been through a lot of things and seen tough days, but also been a big part of a couple winning teams. And we got Eflin going today, who's got postseason experience and been pitched in big games before, and kind of brings a calming. He doesn't get too excited, doesn't get too low. He's just really, really relaxed in the clubhouse and on the field, and so we're looking forward to watching him pitch.
Second row on your right, Brandon.
I know a big part of your process is rewatching the games back when you have time to. What were you looking for in your at-bats, and was there anything that jumped out a second time other than Reagan's himself?
Yeah, no, I thought he mixed speeds really well. I thought we had a tough time, especially with our right-handed hitters, with the fastball in. Westy got to one, and unfortunately hit it a long way that didn't get out. But he just didn't make many mistakes in the middle part of the plate. And these guys have done a really good job with their bullpen. Acquiring Ursig at the end too. A guy we saw when he was with Oakland and shut us down there. But he matched up well, and I thought they're bringing up good stuff out of the bullpen. We just got to do a little bit better job of forcing the action, putting the ball in play, using the whole field.
Standing up by the cameras, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, you guys have plenty of young guys on this team, young homegrown talent. How impressed have you been with the job that particularly Norfolk has done getting these guys ready to be here and be on this stage?
Yeah, we've brought a lot of guys from Norfolk over the last 3 or 4 years that have impacted our team in a big way, and see a lot of these guys in the lineup the last couple of years. Before that, Mike's drafted extremely well, especially hitters, and they've done. Buck and his group down in Norfolk have done a great job of developing these guys and getting them ready.
Andy up front on your left.
Brandon, how aggressive will you be managing the pitching staff today, knowing that there's a potential game tomorrow, but you got to get there first?
Yeah, we got to win today, so everybody's available except for Burns, and we're gonna do everything we can to try to win.
Gabe, third row in the middle.
Yeah, when you guys have hit offensive lulls, you've stressed all it takes is one. Maybe a couple weeks ago, that was Santander's home run.
I stress what?
All it takes is one.
I thought you said politics.
Oh, yeah, that too.
No.
Let's not talk about Rich here. How does that challenge change in the postseason? Like, how big is that challenge when you're suddenly faced with an elimination game just a few hours after an offensive game like that?
Yeah, I just thought that was just a great pitch game from both sides. They beat us with a 2-out single through the 6-hole. We had a tough time scoring runs. We had a couple opportunities. It's a 1-0 game. 2 really, really good starters on the mound. We had a tough time offensively, so did they. They beat us 1-0. Just a turn the page day. It's day 2. Feel good about Eflin on the mound. We saw Lugo in Kansas City. We know he's got the 12 pitches. We know what kind of year he's had and how good he is. And we just got to scrap. And we got to battle and put the ball in play and hopefully we can get some momentum going.